Hey everyone, Langston Belton here from Marvel, and I'm excited because I got some cool stuff to bring you from Marvel HQ. And if you like what we're doing here today, head on over to YouTube and check out Marvel HQ for even more cool stuff from across the Marvel universe. Now, we all love Marvel characters, right? And what cooler Marvel character is there than Spider-Man, right? I mean, the webs, the costume, the villains, right? I mean, all of them are really cool, but you know what? I really love Venom. I gotta say, Venom might be my favorite Spider-Man villain. Just the tongue and the eyes, and he has the big white symbol that Spider-Man used to have. There's that kind of cool connection there. And he's also a pretty cool character to draw. And one of the cool things you can check out on Marvel HQ is Marvel Draw, where we have one of our Marvel artists teach you how to draw one of your favorite characters from the Marvel universe. And today is no different because we are gonna be trying to draw that big-tongued baddie, Venom. So all you gotta do, I got mine, I got a marker, and I got some paper. I don't have like a full comic book drawing suite, but that doesn't matter because you can do the same thing. And check this out, Marvel Draw Venom.
Hey kids, welcome to a very special edition of Marvel Draw at Comic-Con at Home. I am your host, Brian Crosby, and we are going to be drawing Venom. Here are the tools that I'm going to be using. Just a plain old sheet of paper, a blue pencil, and that is really to do the underdrawing, kind of the sketch of the head. And then I'm going to be using a black, just regular pencil, HB weight lead. You can use anything that you have around the house. And then I'm also going to be using a 6B, which is kind of a heavier lead, and that's to do outlines and kind of dark shadows and things like that. Okay, so let's get started. And the first thing we do when we're drawing a head is really just a circle. And this doesn't have to be perfect. You can see it's not perfect, just kind of finding the form more than anything. Now we're gonna have Venom looking straight towards us. So we're gonna do a center line that goes right down the middle. Now the next thing we're gonna do is the chin. With Venom, he's got a kind of a longer jaw, and really the reason we make it so long, and it might look a little silly, right, to begin with, is because we gotta have room for all those teeth and that tongue. So we have kind of a big U shape that comes off the bottom of that circle that we drew at the beginning. Okay, now we're gonna take that center line that we drew before, and we're gonna go all the way down to the bottom of the chin with it. So we know where the center of our head is, okay? The next thing we're gonna do is an eye line. Now typically on a person's head, it's about in the middle. A lot of times people will draw it too high or too low, and it can make your characters look kind of funky. But for Venom, we're gonna make it just a little bit higher than the middle because that jaw is open. This is gonna be an open jaw. You have some of those teeth and that big old tongue coming out. As you can tell, I'm really excited about that part. It's really fun. Okay, so that's the eye line for Venom. Now here's where that circle comes in really handy. That's gonna actually become the top lip of Venom. So we're gonna sketch in that big, wide mouth. So we're gonna follow that line we did there along the chin line, that jawline there, and we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. Create that big smile. He looks like he's really having a good time. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is identify about where the center of the eyes would go. So just loosely, I like to put in a little circle, little dot on the other side so I know about where the eyes should be. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna trace the outline of where the tongue is gonna go, kind of the direction I want it to take. So I'm just gonna have it come out and go down and around and kind of curly Q here at the bottom. And you can have some fun doing whatever you want. You can make this as crazy or as long as you want it to be. Okay, now remember the tongue is kind of a full form. So now I'm going to echo that same shape and go along the line I just drew and make it a little bit thinner as I get down towards the end. You can already tell this is gonna be a fun one. Okay, now for the eye shape, much like Spider-Man, he's got kind of these lemon, iron, football, teardrop shape, whatever you want to call them. kind of like that. Kind of almost like you're drawing Spider-Man. Very similar. Maybe a little bit bigger, a little more angular, a little more aggressive. Because remember, he's a bad guy. He's one of the villains, at least most of the time. All right, now the next thing we're gonna do is at the tip of the mouth, we're gonna just draw a little circle. It's gonna be where his cheeks are gonna ball up right there. And he kind of looks clownish right now, but trust me, it'll all come together. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna start to sketch in those teeth. And I'm not gonna make them super aggressive like maybe some of these are, you know, big, long, and jagged. This is gonna be a little bit more of a playful Venom. So I'm gonna do kind of these teeth, something like that. Okay, and you can put as many as you want. You can make them as sharp as you want. Mine are not gonna be quite that aggressive. He's gonna be more of a, I don't want to say a fun Venom, but he's kind of having a good time. Maybe more closer to like an animated look for him. Okay, you see how I did those all the way across the top? And then we're gonna do the same thing across the bottom. Now the teeth at the bottom are gonna be maybe a little bit smaller. Just like that, okay? And we're gonna do it over on this side as well. If I'm going too fast, you can always stop the video, get caught up. Okay, so there's his teeth. At the edges of his mouth, he has kind of a joint, kind of a fleshy piece that connects the top lip to the bottom lip. And that's right there. Okay, now the next thing we're gonna sketch in our blue line is the gum line. And the gum line is just a series of arches that connects each of the teeth, receding back towards the point. Kind of like that. And we're gonna do the same thing at the bottom. I don't go all the way to the base of the tooth, so it looks like his teeth are set inside of that gum line. And then you notice I didn't finish the teeth all the way up. That was to give room for that tongue to come popping out. Okay? Okay, now the next thing we're gonna sketch is the shape of the eye. We're gonna give it a little bit more definition. I like to make these really fun and jagged. You'll see Venom's been drawn so many different ways over the years, so I like to bring him up to a point, and I'm gonna show you how to do one side. And basically there's kind of no rhyme or reason. It's just kind of a jagged up, except I like to bring it to a point up here and then bring it down. And you see I'm going over the shape that I made before, but now making it a little bit more aggressive. And you can see it really starts to take shape and kind of become the Venom that we know and love. Such a cool character. So popular. Every time he shows up, people go nuts. Are you a Venom fan? I am. There we go. Okay, and now we're gonna sketch in kind of the outside of his head. So we're gonna commit a little bit to the lines that we made before. If you wanna make a little crease at the top of the mouth, that's cool too. Okay, so at this point, I'm gonna set aside my blue pencil, and I'm gonna take out my HB. Again, you can be using just a regular number 2 pencil or whatever it is that you have, marker or pen, whatever it is. Point is to just have fun and keep drawing. Okay, so now I'm going to commit even further to these lines, and I'm gonna do the right side of the face first. Okay, now I'm gonna do that eye line. Again, just going over the top of the lines I already made with my underdrawing. That's the importance of underdrawing, and the best part is you don't even really have to erase it if you don't want to. You can just leave it there. You can see that jagged eye line. So cool. As always, making sound effects helps it be cooler. I'm gonna do that mouth line, bring it down all the way to my center line, and then do the same thing on the other side. I'm not gonna cross over that tongue, and maybe a little lip line underneath. All right, so now we're gonna do his teeth. So I'm just gonna go over the lines that I already made again. And there's that little kind of tissue. And I'm gonna do that gum line. And you can come in and put more detail in the gum line if you want. If you want to do a little bit of a wrap around the tooth, you can do that. All right, so there's our bottom row of teeth. Now our gum line, boom, boom, just like that. Okay, so now we're gonna pencil in that, and you can cap off that tongue right there, because that's all gonna be black inside. It doesn't really matter. So now we're gonna have a little bit of a center line on the tongue, and then we're going to follow the outline that we made. There we go. So now we've got really kind of the basics, and you can maybe make a little bit of a little bit of detail, a little bit of texture on that tongue if you want. I like to put a little bit of texture, give it some creases where it's bending. You don't have to go crazy with that if you don't want to, just for fun. Just makes it look a little more gnarly. Okay, so now we're gonna take our 6B. Remember, this is our heavier lead, so this is where we're gonna do all of our black shading with. And we're gonna start with shading inside the mouth here. Again, I'm not pressing super hard. And it gives the suggestion that the tongue goes back into his mouth and connects inside there. You see Venom starting to come together. Okay, now again, remember his suit, his symbiote suit is mostly black. It's really all black. But we're gonna show a little bit of highlight. So we're gonna make an arch right here at the top. So it's like there's a light coming from up and behind him. And then we're gonna connect that line all the way down here around his cheeks. And we're gonna do a little bit of a rim light around the outside of his chin. And we're gonna leave that spot open as well. You can come back up on this side and just do the same thing over here. Okay, so that essentially is everything that's gonna be in shadow. So now I can come in and shade all of this in as well. Again, I know I may be going a little bit fast. It's okay, just pause the video, get caught up, or you can come and revisit this again. You can always rewind, check it out, and practice. That's the key to all of this. Practicing, 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 practicing drawing, not just Venom, but anything you see. Draw your mom, draw your dad, draw your sisters or brothers, draw your friends. Draw things you see around the house. Maybe you turn on the TV and watch the things that you watch. Draw some of the people you see on TV. Cars, buildings, so many things to draw. If you want to be a great comic book artist, you got to learn how to draw all of that stuff, which is one of the fun things about drawing comics. You get to draw all of it. And someday, come work at Marvel and draw comics with us. I'm gonna give it a little bit of an outline, so it's a little more defined for you. So I'm gonna outline these eye lines with my heavier lead. And I'm gonna do the same to the mouth. as well as the outside of the head and tongue. Just helps these things kind of pop off a little bit. One of the fun things to do is pick up your comics and see all the different ways that people draw these characters. That was one of the things that I love to do. I loved doing when I was a kid, is seeing how different artists would draw some of my favorite characters. Even once we do this, we're not quite done because there's still one little fun thing that we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna add a few aggression lines up here, top of Venom's head. And lastly, I'm gonna go back to my HB pencil and I'm gonna add some drool and some saliva. That's one of the things that makes them awesome. Some pools of drool on this tongue, maybe even connect the teeth with a little drool, draw some flying off. Really gnarly. And you can just show that saliva just coming off of the tongue there, just like that. And so there you have it. There is our Venom head. So I hope you guys had fun drawing this. But of course, before we complete it, you've got to make sure you sign your name. That makes it yours. So I'm going to put Brian Crosby down here. And now it's a completed drawing of Marvel's Venom. So hope you guys had fun. Stay safe, keep drawing, and we'll see you next time.
All right, pens, markers, or whatever writing instrument you're using down right now, okay? All right, let's see how we did. I got mine. Let's see. Oh, well, I mean, it is Venom, if I tell you it is. So, I mean, you got the symbol right there. That's how I kind of keyed up. You got the tongue, teeth, eyes, all the elements are there. But it's not great. All right, so that's fine, but I'm sure yours are. And if you like doing arts and crafts, stuff like that, stuff with your hands, stay tuned because we got an awesome Lego build coming a little bit later on. But before that, I gotta check because I'm excited and I'm curious to know that you are watching Marvel's Spider-Man Maximum Venom, right? The awesome animated series? You are, okay, good, of course. Yeah, I'm worried. Wait, what's that? You want more? You want more from that? Well, I'm so glad you said that because we got to talk to the awesome Felicia Day who plays MJ on the series. So you can check out our talk with her right now.
It's pretty amazing playing MJ.
Whoa!
She's always been sort of my dream character.
Where's the fire, Tiger?
She has that redhead quality where she's sassy, and I really like that.
Peter, this is Mary Jane Watson.
Actually, everyone calls me MJ.
I fell in love with her when I was a kid.
Peter, I'm Peter.
I loved their romance, and I loved how she was so confident and beautiful, and I was like, I want to be her one day.
Did you tell them that?
She brings out a lot of confidence in Peter, which he could definitely use.
Hey, what's that thing?
Huh? I can explain.
I think it's called a fork. You might want to use one next time.
Spider-Man is really accessible to everybody as a superhero and as a person. I think there's a lot of vulnerability in all the characters, and I think that sort of grounds all the super stuff in real issues, that any age you're gonna encounter things that I think you'll see parallels in your own life. And I love that depth of storytelling.
Yes, a spectacular talk with Felicia Day, who plays MJ. I won't keep rhyming because I'll be here all day. That's strange. It doesn't write, can't write that first draft. But that's awesome. And you can check out even more behind the scenes stuff on Marvel HQ, all your favorite Marvel shows we're talking about over there. Now, the cool thing about the Marvel universe, right? It's a universe, but there's a universe within the universe. The Spider-Verse, where Spider-Man can team up with other Spider people. We're talking Spider-Man and Spider-Ham, Spider-Man and Spider-Man Noir, who's in black and white. But one of my favorite team ups is Spider-Man and Ghost Spider, Gwen Stacy. And if you love that team up as much as I do, and I know that you do, let's check out this Marvel superhero adventure story featuring Spider-Man and Ghost Spider.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Roy Wood Jr., and I will be reading Superhero Adventures #1, Spider Sense of Adventure. Let's get into it. We interrupt this broadcast with very important breaking news. A popular video game is turning our children into mindless zombies. Children have been found staring unmoving at their screens after playing the popular battle royale game Panic Island. It wasn't until kids were missing meals, bathroom breaks, and in-game updates that parents realized something was wrong and alerted authorities. Experts don't know yet what is causing this, but they are telling everyone to avoid the game until the crisis has been solved. All I can say is, I hope someone fixes this soon. I'm suffering from serious Panic Island withdrawals myself. Looks like the power is up and running, and okay. We're just about ready to head into Panic Island. How's everything fitting, Spidey? Fine, Ghost Spider. But can't we just play this on our computers at home? Usually we could. But someone has changed the rules of the game and is breaking kids' brains, so I've leveled the playing field. I've done some rejiggering of the code myself so that we can play the game with this virtual reality equipment. Not only will that protect us from whatever is affecting the other players, it will also allow us to move more freely and to access our powers and webbing in-game. Whoa, the ultimate Spidey cheat code. Exactly. Good thing, too. I've never played this game before. Just follow my lead when we get in there. I know this game like the back of my hand. Is it on yet? We just need to jump in, find the anomaly that's causing all of this, and just shut it down. Now get ready. Here we go. Whoa, what's happening? We're falling toward the island. Usually you're falling with a lot of other people, but we're all by ourselves. Something's not right. These graphics are amazing. It feels like I'm really there. We don't know what's going on here, but I do know we don't want to get eliminated. That could mean serious trouble. Come on, there should be some weapons in this farmhouse. There's no weapons in here. This is definitely not normal. Do you hear something? You see this too? Yeah, I see it. This is not good. We need to run. Follow me. We should head into the forest for safety. We need to stay alive long enough to figure out what's going on in this game. Wait, help, I'm in trouble. I can't move. Is something wrong? Everything's gone dark. You're walking into a wall. Turn to your left. Oh, thanks. Come on, you've got to pay attention. No, Gwen, where did you go? Dude, I'm still right next to you. My character hasn't respawned yet. I'll let you know when it happens. In the meantime, stay alive. There we go. I've respawned. Now, where the heck am I? Ah, look, it's a newbie. Didn't think there'd be any more people stupid enough to keep playing the game. Ghost Spider, you still there? What's going on? Where am I? What's going on? We were all eliminated, and now for some reason, we're all stuck in this pit. There's no way out. There's always a way out. You've just got to find it. Ghost Spider, can you still hear me? Yes, I can still hear you. But I need to focus on getting out of this ditch. You're on your own right now. That's not good. I'm in serious trouble here. I don't know how to play this game at all. You might not know the game, but the game also doesn't know you're still Spider-Man. Of course. You're a genius. Let's see this game handle these moves. How do you do that? Come on, guys, take your best shot. Get him! Too slow. Oh! Take that, video game. No, you're not playing right. Uh-oh, I've flossed too soon. Arcade, is that you? You're behind all of this? You're not playing fair, Spider-Man. Hey, you're the one who changed this game entirely. That's not fair. This game wasn't fair before, so I changed it and turned it into my own world of menace. Now I make the rules here. And the #1 rule is, I always win. Wow, it must be a lot of fun at a sleepover. I was so sick of losing all the time. And I'm getting pretty sick of you. Now enough of this. Where are all the players you eliminated, especially my friend? They're trapped. I made it so if they lose, they can never play again. There's no way out for them. There's always a way out. No! Get them, guys! Ghost Spider! No! No fair. You're okay. Who are all these people? They're the folks Arcade defeated. He was keeping them all trapped after eliminating them. So how did you get out? Arcade isn't as smart as he thinks he is. He placed a powerful energy barrier above us, but I just kept attacking the problem until I found the glitch in his code and exploited it. She dug a tunnel out the side and then up. How technical. We interrupt with more breaking news. The mystery condition affecting Panic Island players is no more. Returning players are saying they were saved in-game by Spider-Man and Ghost Spider. Who knew they were gamers? Whew, that was intense. Awesome job with this VR setup. Thanks, you did great too. You free tomorrow? We're looking for another person to join our squad. You'd be a perfect addition. Thanks, but I need to unplug for a little while. Video games are fun and everything, but it still doesn't beat taking a swing in the real world.
Yes, nothing makes the day sweeter than a good Marvel superhero team up. And you can read along with tons of other Marvel comics if you head on over to Marvel HQ's YouTube channel. And speaking of superhero battles, Spider-Man and Venom, they have epic battles. Venom can't be seen by Spider-Man's spider sense. That's an awesome up to have on your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. So I think it's time to stage an awesome battle, but not just any battle, a Lego battle, because we are going to build the Lego Marvel Spider-Mech versus Venom set right now with the lovely hands of Josh Soleil. Enjoy.
gentlemen.
Whew, okay. Then my hands hurt just from watching that. Thank you, Josh, for doing that. So I can just watch a soothing video. That was very nice. Listen, we'll check out all the cool stuff happening on Marvel HQ's YouTube channel. You can check out more Marvel Draw, Marvel Read, Marvel Superheroes, tons of behind the scenes footage from your favorite Marvel shows. It's a lot to take in, but it's good stuff. It's awesome. It's awesome stuff. So I'm Langston Belton. Thank you so much for watching. And until next time, keep on practicing your Venom drawings. Do it.